Hi there. Welcome to Art with Albright. I'm Emily. Glad you joined me for this lesson on a rabbit coming out of a pot. I like this. It represents spring to me. It makes me feel all happy. So I'm excited you're here. Glad you are grabbing your pencil, grabbing your paper, grab a stomp. If you don't have one, grab your Q-tip. This is my Q-tip. Only used for blending and shading. So grab one of those, be ready, and let's get started. In this lesson, we're going to do a contour circle. That's going to be our focus right there in the middle. So figure out where you want to put that on your paper. We're going to keep building with contour lines, rounding out the bottom of the pot, add a little shading, some texture for your visual pleasure right there, that texture. So I'm excited. Let's get started. Let's start by putting our guide dots right in the middle. How far apart do you want your pot? How wide do you want your pot? And I'm going to start and I'm going to draw a curve around. The key here is not to go straight across. See how I have it curving over, and then down here I start down and I curve around. So it is rounded out. Look at that. Both sides are curved. Make sure you have that foreshortened circle the way you want it before we continue, okay? So pause the button, start over, rewind, whatever. Get this part right. Now we're going to just pull down the lines from those guide dots. Pull them straight down. This is going to be the rim of the pot. We're going to follow that contour line around. I'm making this more of a parallel line right there. Then for the pot, we're going to start a little in on each side, and then we're going to pull it down, just taper it down a little at a time, just so you know where you're going with it. Pull that down, and as you go down, you're slightly going in, okay? You're pulling them toward each other because you want a rounded pot down at the bottom. So we're going to curve that line right there. Make sure that's curved. We don't want to have a straight line. Okay, it doesn't help your eye to see a straight line down there. If it helps, you can go ahead and put it on a table. Maybe it's outside on a table and a bunny rabbit's jumped in. All kinds of fun things you can think of with your imagination. Now for the bunny rabbit on the inside, I'm going to put 2 dots. I like to use dots to help me figure out my spacing, figure out where I want my stuff. So when I use my dots, I'm using them to help me decide where I want to put the head. Got it? Good. Now have you tried the koala video I've drawn? I have to apologize about the horrible sound on there and how many times it sounds like I've eaten the microphone. So hopefully today with my new microphone, you can enjoy the sound quality much better. Look at my possum. I saw a possum in the park the other day, so I had to draw him. And Easter's coming, so I had to get out my Easter basket bunny to draw. And we just saw Finding Dory, so I drew the little Dory while I was getting my hair cut today, so that was fun. And let's see here. Let me show you a few more while you get your pot drawn. Oh, my daughter likes to blow bubbles, so here I drew her as a bunny rabbit, blowing bubbles in the backyard. And looky here, you could draw this one simple, because I have the foreshortened circle here for my little pail of bubbles, my little bucket of bubbles. And this is my happy little funny guy. I don't know what I was doing when I was drawing that, but anything to encourage your ability to draw, think outside of your norm. Do something different, do something fun. So my class on Friday has challenged me to draw Stitch. I've never seen this movie, but I said I will take on the challenge because I'm challenging them all the time. So here it is, Friday class. I drew Stitch just for you guys, so squeal with glee. I'm trying to put some color to him. I will try with my new Copic markers that I've never explored with, so I'm not much of a colored pencil person. So now that we have our dots, I'm going to taper that up a little bit. Now draw this real light, okay? Because we're going to change it up a little and add texture and cheeks and a nose, and we're going to put all those things in there. So go ahead and erase this line because the head is in front of this. So we want to erase that line in there. Good. Get my dusting brush. I like my dusting brush. That way I don't use my hand to clean my paper off and get my hands all dirty. Now the key to this is drawing a real light line straight up the top. Okay, that's going to help us figure out where we want to put the ears, the nose, the eyes, the whole everything. So let's just start at the top, and I'm going to come in on the head a little more, and I'm going to draw a line straight up, figure out how high I want my ears, and then curve it around and back down. And I'm going into the head. See how it's in the head? And then I'm going to erase that little line in there. Perfect. Now do the same thing on the other side. Just go straight up. I don't want them touching. I want some light between them. And then pull that back down. Good. So go ahead and erase that. Love it. Now for down here, I'm going to come up just a little bit and draw a little circle for a mouth. I gotta turn my camera. I have to turn my paper sideways so I can draw. It's the way I like to draw, sideways. Now I'm going to put the home plate here for the nose. Leave a little reflective spot on there and color that in. Good. For the eyes, I'm going to go up a little more. L on one side, L on the other. It's going to help to figure out where we want to put our eyes. So go draw those. And the L, I like to arch it just a little, give you that little illusion of depth there on the face. Now for the reflective dots, put them on the same side of the eye. So if you're going to put them on the left side, put both on the left. Going to put it on the right, do both on the right. You don't want to confuse your little bunny rabbit. Now for, let's put some texture on this little guy. Let's put some texture. Let's start with zigzags. Zigzag all the way up. Maybe round it out, coming down, zigzag down, all the way down. Okay, from where the nose, well, let's start where the eye is. From right here, let's make a little cheek. Make that little curve on both sides. Do that on both sides, and we'll just pull it out a little and give them a little bit more of a cheek. Okay, so when you're putting the texture on, follow that line. That looks more like a bunny face than that straight line down there. So go ahead, do that. Do that on both ears. If I'm going too fast, please pause and catch up. Don't get frustrated, okay? I'm encouraged that you're sticking with me, that we're really getting this done. You'll be really pleased. I hope you're challenging yourself to do new and different things. Do things outside of your box. Challenge your friends, challenge each other. I like to see things on my Facebook. I thank you, all my Canadian friends, for putting things out there so that we can all challenge each other. That is so much fun to have new ideas. Okay, for paws, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to do a cute little Hershey kiss, like upside down Hershey kiss. Why am I doing that? Well, I looked at bunny rabbits, and when they have their paws out, the hair goes down to a point. So I just thought that was cute. And I did look it up before we did this, because I have guinea pigs. They don't really have fluffy feet, so they were no help. Don't tell my guinea pigs I said that, though. They would be quite upset with me. I do love my guinea pigs. They're not really mine, they're my kids, but that's okay. Now for the ears. Let's go up here. I'm going to pull the ears down just a little more. And on the inside, I'm just going to use circular motions. I'm just going to go around and around and around, giving that some texture, giving that the illusion of depth in there, adding some value by putting some darker areas and lighter areas. This is awesome. Glad you are sticking with this. You're going to love it. Now for the pot. For the inside of the pot, I'm going to come to the edge and I'm going to darken it and then go lighter as I go in here. But you know, when it gets close to the body and that body is keeping the light from coming in, I'm going to do a little darker here too. So if you have a stomp, we can blend this in a second. If you don't have a stomp, don't really worry about it. You can do it with pencil and it's no big deal, right? when you're drawing, you can always make things happen. Now I'm going to darken this little area right here and go on and finish. Make that beautiful. My screen just crashed. Oh no, where are we? Here we go. So this is looking real good. I like this a lot. Now for the whiskers, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to go pow, bang, pop, okay? Do like 3 of them on each. That looks really good. Now I'm going to go and start doing the detail. So I'm going to just darken in the pot. Go ahead and darken in the pot. I'm going to turn my paper. For some reason I've got bumps in my paper. Probably underneath my paper, right? So right here I'm gonna shade the left side because my light source, you got to figure out where your light source is coming from. My light source is on the right coming down, so I'm gonna have a couple of cast shadows, some shading here, make it look more realistic, rounded. When you have round objects, you go from dark on this side and then get lighter, okay? So it looks like it's a round object. Give it value. This is awesome. I'm loving this. It's turning out great. Now we're going to have a cast shadow or an anchor shadow coming down. I'm not going to really give it a big one. I'm just going to give it a little bit right here. Beautiful. Now grab your stomp, grab your pipe cleaner and go for it, blending things, giving some shading here. What I like to do is add some cheeks. Look at this. I'm going to put, just because I like cutesy things. Come on, give me a break. I like cutesy. You do too, I know it. So I'm going to add a little shading here and down the left side. And then I'm going to blend in this pot and make it look one solid shade here because I don't want it I don't want to draw attention away from the cute bunny, right? That's what the whole point is the bunny. We did get some more 3D ideas in here. So if you're having fun, and please say you're having fun, right? I love my shark. He's my favorite. Share with your friends, okay? Share my video, like the video, and definitely if you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button at the end here, please. Help me get this out to more people so I can keep drawing, and my husband will let me keep doodling. He thinks I like to just scribble once in a while, so help me let him know that art is real. Art is a fun thing. He's an engineer, so let's teach him something, right? Okay, well, I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Keep drawing, keep up the good work, and try some of my other videos and let me know what you think. Bye, guys.